Hi, I'm Carrie from Tailored Ergonomics, and today I want to talk about how physical and cognitive demands analyses, or PCDAs, can save your company money. PCDAs, in contrast to ergonomics assessments, provide only a summary of the job requirements. They don't include an analysis of risk or recommendations to improve the risks. So technically, they don't result in any improvements to the job. So how can they save an organization money? Let's assume you work for Cookie Corporation, an organization of 400 employees with one claims manager who handles WSIB and injury and illness absence. In a typical year, Cookie Corporation experiences 34 WSIB lost time claims and medical aid claims, 40 short-term and long-term disability claims, 200 modified work days per year from 30 claims, 100 lost time days per year from 4 claims, and 55% of all claims are strained sprains. This is a fairly typical arrangement or statistic, so it's probably something that you might be able to relate to if you work in a mid-sized manufacturing type facility. I've made assumptions about pay rates, and you can look on the blog article if you're interested to read more about that. But my cost estimates are based on salary cost plus overhead, so vacation and benefits. I didn't include WSIB benefit costs, which can be 4 to 7 times higher than salary. I've created a pretty conservative estimate of total costs. So again, PCDA summarize the demand of a job in a way that can be understood by healthcare providers, the WSIB, supervisors, and insurance companies. They're meant to assist in returning ill or injured workers back to the workplace. So, an objective, measurement-based PCDA can do one thing, save the time of the claims manager by providing job summaries that are easily understood by the WSIB or insurance carrier. So let's assume the claims manager saves 2 hours of time for every claim. That amounts to about $5,500 a year. Secondly, they allow the claims manager to provide information to the insurer earlier, getting those 4 lost time injuries back to work a few days earlier. Let's assume that saves us another $3,200 a year. Thirdly, they provide modified work that is efficient. Modified work is typically less efficient than regular duties. You might assign workers to tasks that are not normally a full job, or workers might require assistance for some tasks. If you have good PCDAs for real jobs that do fall within the worker's capabilities, maybe half of your claims could fall into this category, you could assign workers to jobs where they can be 100% efficient while they're working on modified work. Let's assume that saves us about $10,000 a year. And finally, they also help supervisors to review job demands with workers and identify appropriate accommodations. So let's assume the worker and the supervisor can get through that accommodation process 1 hour faster. In that process, you'd still save $4,440 a year. So conservatively, that comes to a total of $23,140 a year, not including WSIB benefits. But there's more. The PCDAs can also help the claims adjudicator at the WSIB or the insurance company to understand the pre-injury job and the return to work offer. So the information in the PCDA allows more informed decisions to be made, ultimately resulting in better outcomes. If a worker is placed in an appropriate job when returning to work, you avoid aggravating the injury, and that saves lost time. If the claim needs to be rejected or questioned, objective reports are invaluable. Employers have told us about specific cases where our PCDAs have saved them tens of thousands of dollars for one claim. They also help healthcare workers understand the job demands and make better decisions about how to optimize the treatment plan for the employee and when they can return to work. PCDAs also have benefits beyond claims management that also offer some financial payback. For example, if you post the PCDAs with an internal job posting, employees can decide whether they're suitable for the job demands before they even apply. If you've ever trained an employee to do a job only to have them leave within a week, you can appreciate the value of posting information about the physical demands of a job. It takes a week to train a new worker on a job. If it takes a week to train a new worker on a job, you'd save at least $800 every time you avoided a poor placement. The PCDAs also provide step-by-step breakdown with photographs of how to perform the job, which can be really useful in training new employees. The Joint Health and Safety Committee might use the PCDAs to screen jobs for MSD hazards. The PCDAs offer a way to review the demands of the job that might not be occurring on the day an inspection is done. So the PCDA is also a logical starting point for the detailed ergonomics assessment, Once we've gathered the information about the job, the risk evaluation is much faster. Supervisors can use PCDAs to create a job rotation that allows muscle recovery where jobs are repetitive and awkward. This allows workers to safely perform jobs that they might not be able to do for a full shift. If your organization is talking about diversity, equity, and inclusion, you might also be concerned about jobs where only the big, strong men can work. You'll need to put some effort into creating jobs that can be done by anyone. A PCDA identifies high force demands so you can begin to modify those hard jobs so that they become more inclusive. When ergonomists support accommodations, we often recommend changes that benefit all workers, not just the injured worker. When we finish the PCDAs for the most demanding jobs and the jobs you used for modified work, the client usually gets interested in making improvements to jobs. And that's where the big savings can start, by preventing injuries instead of managing them. So in summary, PCDAs can help organizations save a significant amount of money by reducing lost time in modified duties, by saving time for the claims manager and the supervisors, by avoiding aggravation of injuries, and providing valuable information to healthcare providers and the Joint Health and Safety Committee. Thanks for watching.